The old UConn campus in West Hartford is disappearing one building at a time, and the library is the latest to come down. Fox 61's Kayla Cade talked with neighbors along Asylum Avenue about what they want to see there next.
One neighbor I spoke with says for years she would walk out of her house and see the abandoned campus across the street. Now she says she's glad to see it finally come down. A UConn campus in West Hartford, once filled with life, has been a ghost town for years.
For the most part, I have been seeing an empty campus.
Katie O'Brien, who did not want to appear on camera, has been living across the street from it for 13 years.
It just has really looked really terrible across the street.
She watched as the buildings became run down and neglected.
There were many years where the lawn hadn't been done, so we had very high grass, and people were talking about rats. I never saw rats.
Unwelcomed visitors would also visit the campus, leaving graffiti and destruction behind.
Some that was, racially motivated and some hate speech on some of the buildings, and then, broken windows, and it seemed as though people may have been breaking into the buildings.
Several buildings on campus have already been torn down, and just one remains.
It was just in the past week or so that they started taking away the big library. So that was the big one that was left that was really terrible looking. I'm glad to see that those buildings are finally being taken away, and hopefully nicer things will replace that, for the community and for the town of West Hartford.
City officials are planning to build something new in the area, a project they're calling Heritage Park. These are renderings of the site plan, which includes townhouses, restaurants, and retail stores.
I'm actually looking forward to having that space kind of built up and seeing families come in and having businesses across the street. I think it'll be nice for the community.
O'Brien says she hopes the city can build new development here as quickly as it did along Trout Brook Drive. In West Hartford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.